Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy, and today I'm going to show you how I built this artist tiny home with a loft. And of course, this is in The Sims 4. This is a build where I am using pretty much all of the packs. There's not any real restrictions, no real budget or anything like that. But we are building this tiny house for an artist, and I'm really excited with how this came out because I ended up using a lot of different colors that I may not normally use, like blacks and reds. And it's definitely modern, which is way different than my traditional style that I normally do, just like family houses and suburbans. And if you're new here, I really just love pastels. So first of all, my name is Stephanie. I love seahorses, unicorns, rainbows, kittens, and the color pink. And I'm obsessed with life simulation games like The Sims, Stardew Valley, and Animal Crossing. I am also a full-time Twitch streamer over at twitch.tv/Simarchy, where you will find me playing these games, these type of games, and also crafting. I make greeting cards, journals, stickers, and other paper crafts. And so my aesthetic is very just pastel, mermaid, fantasy, and this modern type of build is just completely different to what I'm used to. I have really been trying to branch out though and do some stuff that just sort of is different than what I'm used to, because I did take quite a break from The Sims, and taking that break and coming back just made me want to try some new things, not go back to the 100% the old style that I used to do, which again was just like really suburban family homes, which I still love to do, but again, just adding some modern touches is pretty fun. Now imagine the sim that lives here is pretty new in their career, but they're still living in a tiny home by choice. It is not because of their financial situation, but because they want to have just a smaller footprint, carbon footprint in the world. So I think even if they did make it big as an artist, they would probably still like their tiny home, but maybe expand their studio into either like a separate space on the lot, or maybe just like have their own separate studio somewhere else. But for now, this little tiny space works perfect for them. They have the bedroom, which we're working on up here. I'm just kind of getting the layout of the floor plan done before I commit to everything. I usually do that and then sort of commit to the wallpaper and flooring and the color scheme. The floor plan is pretty much my favorite thing to do. I love making floor plans in The Sims, so it's usually what I start with after, of course, making the shell. And in this situation, I was really inspired to kind of work on this little bedroom part, and I can't remember where the red came from. I'm not sure where that inspiration came, but as soon as that popped into my head, I just went for it. We have red stairs, we have red curtains, we have red pops of color, and then I thought that would be balanced really nicely with the turquoise and the black. And I'm just trying to make use of all the space where everything is still functional, but I like to fill it with clutter because I'm definitely more of a clutter builder. So even when I do go modern, I'm usually not very minimalist. I mean, sometimes a little bit, like for what I normally do, it can be considered minimalist, but I really love the clutter. I think that's the fun part of furnishing and making the space feel lived in, and like you would really see the sim who spends their time here and get to know them just based off of the items in their home. And of course, we have all these awesome canvas art pieces that go on the floor and the wall, so I just kind of hid those everywhere to make it look like they have been creating stuff for quite a while and storing things and displaying maybe some of their favorite pieces. And I went with like this glass sort of banister, and I was trying to find a matching railing, but I think I ultimately go with a half wall, and I think I even end up turning this half wall into the trim around the platform. If you guys don't know, platforms are a new feature that we got not super long ago. It's still relatively new, and so that's how I was able to make the bump up on the loft. So it's technically at one story, like it's the whole second story, but it has two varying levels. And as long as you don't make the platform go up too high, your Sims can still walk up there. I can't actually, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I player tested this, so hopefully the sim can get up there. I don't think there should be any issues, but if there are, you can always just click on that platform and just pop it down, maybe one little drop. I usually don't player test. I know that's awful. I really like to build for aesthetic. I like stuff that's pretty and pleasing to the eye, and even if it, you know, maybe causes some routing issues. I'm so sorry, because that's not something I normally check for. So if you are going to download any of my houses, which you can find on the gallery under hashtag Simarchy or user ID Simarchy123, make sure you know that you might have to do a tiny bit of player testing, but it should be good for the most part. I'm not like purposefully blocking paths or trying to make something unusable, but I also just am a little bit more lenient when it comes to picking something that looks pretty instead. Now, I used to be really into combining items to make new items, and I think I've just gotten a little bit lazy with my building over time. So even though I know how to do a lot of things, I tend to stick to, you know, just regular building without any cool tips or tricks or hacks. If you've been around for a while. If you're new to The Sims, a lot of this might seem really new and overwhelming, but I do want to let you know that I also have a tutorial playlist. In fact, I have 2 tutorial playlists for anyone who wants to build in The Sims, and you can learn things. For example, right now I'm going into the gallery and I'm looking for my own 1-tile bathroom that I created a while ago, and I'm using this to sort of make a 2-tile bathroom here. And the reason I wanted a 1-tile bathroom is because one doesn't exist in the game. We had something in Sims 3 called the all-in-one bathroom where you could shower, wash your hands, and go to the toilet all at once. So that's what I was inspired by. And one of the sim gurus actually saw me after I made this, and they were really inspired, and they showed it to the Sims team. So I was really proud of this 1-tile bathroom. It is fully functional, and everything fits on 1 tile. I did stretch it out to 2 tiles for this build just because I thought it fit a little bit better. And you will need University or Snowy Escape to have the wall shower. And other than that, you know, there's a video showing how I did that, and I don't know if that one specifically is included in my playlist, but I do also, you can just go to my channel and search for 1-tile bathroom, but I do have those 2 tutorial playlists I was just talking about linked in the description of every video. So the first one is for beginner builders, and that's going to walk you through everything, how to learn the UI, the basic function of each of the menus in the build mode, where you can find certain things, and then the basics of how to build a house. And those kind of progress from there. Then I show you how to do floor plans, how to make your houses not look like boxes, how to do ponds and basements and attics and all sorts of stuff like that. And then we bump up into the advanced tutorial playlist. Now I recommend you check out both, because a lot of people tell me, even though they've been building in The Sims for years, they found so much tips and tricks from that beginner's playlist that they didn't even know about. So it might be beneficial. But if you're a pro, you know everything, jump straight to the advanced tutorials playlist. If you're like looking at what I make and you're like, oh, I've been doing that forever, I know how to do all of this and more, there's going to be some cool stuff in there that you may not know. For example, how to make functional baby changing tables, how to make your own open doors, your own open windows, how to make counters open underneath so that you can put garbage cans and decor and things like that. Just really cool stuff. How to make aquariums with live fish running around, floating around, swimming around. Swimming around, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, just all sorts of fun stuff. So definitely check those out. I do also have a separate video. I don't know if I'll have it linked, but if you guys remind me in the comments, I can find it for you, where I built a whole tiny house on a 2x3 tile. That's it, 2x3 tiles. It is smaller than this living room. And I just love tiny homes, so I hope you guys like them too. And if you want to see more different types of tiny homes, I'm always taking suggestions. I'm always looking for cool new ideas. And for me, what usually helps is if you let me know what type of sim, that way I can kind of build the house around them. So if you have suggestions, just let me know in the comments. Say, you know, I would love to see a tiny home for, I don't know, you go crazy. Say for a family of 8, which might be hard, but I've done houses for family of 8 before. I don't know if it was super tiny, but you can challenge me to that. You can ask for a tiny home for a different career, maybe for a what's new? The paranormal pack, maybe for a ghost hunter. You can ask for a tiny home for a chef, for a single mom. I don't know, just like give me your ideas and let me know what you want to see, and I will try my best to make some of those builds come true, come to fruition. I did take a little bit of a break from The Sims. You'll notice that there's like a little gap where I took a few months off, but I really do love The Sims, and I'm trying to make more builds for you guys. So some of them will be room builds where they're just little tiny just rooms, bathrooms, kitchens by themselves. And of course, tiny houses is something I love to do. And I will at some point try to do some more, you know, bigger traditional family style homes as well. But those I usually do over on Twitch. So again, if you want to really help me with the build and give me your ideas, I allow backseat gaming. I listen to everything, even though I can't take everything into consideration, or I do take it into consideration. I can't implement everything, but I take it all into consideration. So if you want to just pop in a stream when we're building in The Sims and give me your ideas, ideas about the Sims that live there, their pets, their style, their career, what their house should look like, what furniture you want to see. I consider all of it and then decide where to go from there. So that is encouraged, and I love making new friends, so I would really appreciate it if you came over there and hung out as well. In addition to all of that, we're just, you know, landscaping now. Normally I go really crazy with the landscaping, but with this house I just wanted to focus on the interior, so the outside was kind of an afterthought. I will admit it's kind of not my best work, but I just wanted the inside to be the focus. That little loft was really the important part to me, just having their space where they can create art, and I didn't want to upload just an empty yard, so I did add a hot tub and some trees and such. So here we are in the tour. I will probably play a little bit of music so you guys can enjoy the rest of the tour. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do.